Hi again, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing another Sci-Fi Channel shark-related crappy TV movie to help hype the latest Sharknado movie, which would be playing over this weekend. So they're constantly airing new shark movies, like Sharknado-related rip-offs, and this is just the latest one, and this is called Trailer Park Shark. I am not joking, that's the name of the title of this movie. And did it for the first time just last night. So I'm doing a review on. And let me tell you, this movie was so bad, I was rooting for the shark. The shark, even though it was a CGI shark, computer generated shark, that was the best thing in this whole damn movie. I mean, it was that bad. These movies are so bad. That it's not even funny how bad this thing is. I mean, not only was it bad, but it was boringly bad. I mean, God, it was awful. God, awful. Everybody who was in this movie should be embarrassed. But the only real novelty in this thing was, there's actually two novelties in this movie. And that's just another Sharknado ripoff instead of being in New York, LA, or in DC like it was in the earlier films. And this one takes place in a trailer park with white trash. I mean, whiter than white trash. With a couple of black people in here, and one of them was like quoting crap from the Bible, quoting stuff from the Bible. And it's going, "Thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus," through the whole thing, and it's like, oh, I mean, this is like movies from like Bible Belt. I mean, the way this one particular character is acting. Of course, this movie does store, ironically, Tara Reid from the Sharknado movies. And believe it or not, in this movie, they actually did, with the Tara Reid's character anyway, did a spoof of the Sharknado franchise, which I'm going to get to in a minute. This movie is based. When I played Dennis Haskins, who played Mr. Belling and Saved by the Bell, it's fun to see him playing an asshole in this movie. Usually he plays like a dumb asshole in the Saved by the Bell television series, but in this one he plays a an evil asshole in this one. Let me put it that way. He runs like the so-called corporation, and he wants to take over the area where the land with where this trailer park is. So he wants to get all these people out. He wants to buy them out and stuff, and they said no, forget it. And so he decides to break the local levy, and will flood the whole place, and will force the people out. Well, that didn't work. But what makes this thing boring is in the majority of this film, you see the people on, the trailers, the ones who survived the flooding or who did not get out in time, sitting on top of the trailers, waiting for the rescue. That's what pretty much what most of the movie is. And one of the people who were flooded out was sitting on top of the trailers. That's having to be Tara Reid's character, and of course she does her best to like make fun of the Sharknado bit. Because of course one of the trademarks of the Sharknado movies is that Ian Zierink's character holding up a chainsaw and killing sharks but cutting them right open. Throughout the first four films, and probably what happened in the fifth movie too. Is going to get Ian and the shark is inside the shark with his chainsaw. Starts on the chainsaw starts killing the shark, cutting the shark open from the inside. You know that's going to happen. That type of scene in Sharknado 5. But that's of course getting ahead of myself. So she goes to the chainsaw, sort of says, "Yeah, come on, mother effer," and of course the shark gets it. And so they're like, "Yeah, the shark got even with Tara Reid," And my father's going, "You're actually rooting for the sharks?" I said, "Yeah, because it's the highlight of this movie." And it's that bad. I mean, so far the shark related movies I've been watching this week, it's like one movie is just as bad as the other one. I mean, these are bad. These are god awful, horrible movies. And even when Sharknado first aired in 2013, they got like 1 or 1.5 stars. This thing deserved like -10 stars. It's that bad. Trailer Park Shark is that bad. Seriously, it's really that bad. And I mean, the only shark-related movies that you should watch are maybe the Sharknado movies because at least they're entertaining and they're fun. And they're more entertaining than this piece of crap. At least, the second Sharknado film, I probably should do a whole review of or redo my reviews of that whole Sharknado series. But the movie is like it's like bad. It's like Jaws 3D bad. Okay. Because the more of these shark-related movies they're making, the worse it's getting. It's kind of like the Friday the 13th movies when they made one after the other, pretty much because the first one was so successful. They're making so many of them, and it gets worse. You're rooting for somebody to get eaten by the shark. You can see the same thing with the Sharknado movies. I mean, the movies are like so bad, so campy, that you want people to die and get killed. That's what I felt with this one. I was rooting for a shark. Oh, shark! And I was actually rooting for these sharks to kill these guys. And of course, Dennis Haskins' character, you didn't really see him get eaten by a shark. You just gonna get knocked out. Because the shark in question does get captured at the end of the movie, and the shark was like swimming around on a hook, and the shark's tail hit Dennis Haskins' character in the head, and he gets knocked out. But that's it. His character is one of the few that doesn't die. One of the other characters that's in this movie I should mention is Thomas Ian Nicholas, was in this film. He sure should be embarrassing for himself for being in this thing, because not only was he in this movie, but he was also in the baseball film Rookie of the Year, which I previously reviewed, so check that out. And it's hardly recognizable in this thing because naturally, of course, he's 24 years older. But the movie is god awful bad. Most of these movies in the Sci-Fi Channel is showing this week are god awful bad. I mean, sure they did show the first two Sharknado movies earlier this week, but the majority of these movies are bad. Like they had one with Werewolf. There's WHALE Wolf versus Sharktopus, half shark, half octopus, versus an animal that was half whale, half wolf. I am not joking. It's one of the movies, and cutting in bits and pieces. I mean, oh god, this is horrible. And when Sharknado came out first year, people thought the same thing. And when it became a big hit online, and the internet, people like me reviewing those movies, and because of word of mouth, people got huge. Okay, it was huge numbers for the Sci-Fi Channel. Like broke all kinds of records for the first year in 2013, and so now they're making other Sharknado rip-offs. And to see the shark running around in this flooded out trailer park, I mean, it was like mud. I mean, it wasn't even real water. It was like muddy water, and the water was disgusting to watch in this thing. But the movie itself, like I said a bunch of times today, is god awful bad. And that's waiting the Sunday for another 3 days for the Sharknado movie to come. 3-4 days when the Sharknado 5 comes out. And I'm looking forward to seeing that one to see if this one is better than the fourth one. It's gotta be better than the fourth one. But I'm getting off topic. But Trailer Park Shark is definitely the worst movie that Sci-Fi Channel has definitely shown this week. In terms of movies that are being shown for the first time this week, this one is definitely the worst. This one is god awful bad. I mean, it's so bad it makes Jaws 3D look like an Academy Award-winning film. It's that bad. So that's my review of Trailer Park Shark. Please click on the video. Please read. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel and please forward this video on your Facebook pages. You can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com. That's OWDY. That's C.com. You the homepage of the Valley Reviewer for listening more, and please check out all of his videos on his website as well. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.